We are davening at 6:15 up here without eggnog. If you want eggnog, you have to bring it yourself. What? That's I know. I'll take it up with Shul Cloud. Now for a quick Devar Torah. Uh, as we know, the brothers go down to Egypt, all but Benjamin. Yaakov is not letting Benjamin out of his sight, because of what happened, what he thinks happened to Joseph. That he's afraid. This is the last son of my beloved wife, Rachel. I'm not going to risk it. But the brothers go down, and then everything, Joseph, they don't know it's Joseph they're dealing with. They know they're dealing with the prime minister of Egypt, the vizier. They don't know who he really is. And he begins to go through their history. And it should have occurred to them, wait a minute, is his security services so good that he knows everything about our family? Like who's who? It's like something, there should have been an alarm going off at that moment. When Joseph begins to say, oh, you are such and such, you're such and such, that, how good is his security services? And then when they leave and they realize that there's a problem, and Shimon and Levi are taken out, or Shimon is taken away because Joseph knows who Shimon and Levi are and what they can do together. The brothers are talking between themselves, and they're accusing Yehuda of not saving Joseph. They said, if you had spoken up, we would not have sold him. It was your idea. We just followed you. And this is a big mistake because, yes, Yehuda had a lot of power of convincing people, but the others wanted to be convinced. It's just because somebody comes up with an idea and you say, oh, I'll go along with that. If it's a bad idea and you go along with it, then you're going along with a bad idea. Nobody forced the brothers to listen to Yehuda. Just as they didn't listen to Reuven, they didn't listen. They could have avoided listening to Yehuda. So by throwing all the blame on Yehuda, meant that they were trying to make sure that I'm not guilty, he is. Sort of like at the end of World War II, one of the hardest things to find in Germany was a Nazi. In the movie Judges Nuremberg, one of the characters says, I can't find any Nazis here. The Germans must have been invaded by aliens. They came from outer space and they all left because no German wanted to admit that they had been participating in the event. And remember, there was a very good book out many years ago called Hitler's Willing Executioners, in which if the anti-Semitism had not already been in the culture of the Germans, they would not have gone along with what happened. Same thing with the brothers. If you had said, let's not do it, we wouldn't have done it. But, you guys had free will too. Nobody forced you. You just went along with it because you didn't like Joseph either. So the thing is we have to realize that we have free will. We don't have to go along with a bad idea. So, that's something that we should think about. I think we still have a minion? No?